everyone. Was everyone really
Can you actually say, I'm sorry, can you say like your teacher's name and your topic to start it off, just so I can track it on the video when I upload your videos to YouTube?
Okay. So, Chastain, 2nd grade, sound energy.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so good morning everyone. It's Monday morning, and was everyone tired and they heard their alarm clock going off this morning?
Yes.
So that's a noise that you had to hear this morning. Some other things that I heard on my way to school, I heard like a fire truck going by me. I heard like a car horn. So those are some interesting things that you might hear in the mornings.
Alright, so I'm going to show you some pictures of some things that make sounds that you might hear on a daily basis. And I want you to think of a word or a few words that describe the sounds we make, and we'll write them up on the board. So, first one is a dog. Ooh. So what kind of sounds do you think of when you think of a dog? Alright, we'll go with that.
Growl.
Alright. Anyone else?
My dog snores.
Snore. Alright. Alright, so the next one, when you open a bag of chips or you grab a bag of chips, what does that kind of sound like to you?
Crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Oh, how to spell that? That was right. What else?
Yeah, pops when you open it.
Okay, pop. Alright, what about if you have change in your pocket, or if you drop a bunch of change on the ground? Alright, and we all know that lightning doesn't make sound, but what sound comes after the lightning?
Boom.
Crack.
Alright, boom.
Say crack.
Alright, and we'll do one more. What sound do you think of when you see a drum?
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Alright, anything else?
Lumps.
Sounds good. Alright.
Alright, so now that we've heard some sounds, or talked about sounds that we hear, we're going to actually listen to a sound. And I want you to pay close attention to what's happening to the ruler as we hear the sound. So I'm going to set it down, and I'll do it a couple times for you guys. Did everybody hear that? Alright, I'll do it again. Okay, so the question that we're going to be trying to figure out today is what causes a ruler and other objects to make sound? So I'll write that on the board as they're passing out the. You guys are going to make predictions about them.
So I'm going to interrupt really fast. Oh, I should have warned you guys to interrupt sometimes. So it's interesting thinking about the placement of that, and if everyone is actually able to see it. Because I'm actually blocking you guys, so I'm going to move. Could everybody see that? Because your Richmond's question was really good, right? Can you say it again? Can you see it? I want you to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Say your question again.
Which question? The one that I just asked the investigation
Before you showed that.
Alright. We're going to pay close attention to what happens to the ruler as it makes a sound.
That's a good question. Could everybody see the ruler?
Yeah.
They could.
I moved.
Could we like walk around during the lesson and like do it on each table?
Could you do it?
Like in a classroom?
We also thought about having like the students, or I did, having like the students have their own make noises.
Yeah, you could do that. You could like do it a couple different places. Maybe just do it a couple different places. That'd be good.
Okay.
So thinking about, you have this really engaging hook, but you want to make sure everybody can actually see it. So why don't you maybe do it somewhere else and then keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I feel that.
Okay, so now we're going to write a prediction, because scientists write predictions whenever they're doing experiments, and we are scientists. So, Patrick, if I could have you read the little statement for everybody.
The investigation question?
No, I think I can make
I think I can make a ruler and other objects make a sound by making it move.
Well, you don't have to fill in that part.
Oh, because I saw
Blank, right?
blank.
Okay, cool. So you guys want to go ahead and start filling in your prediction.
I didn't get a handout. I didn't get a handout.
And kind of keep in mind what you saw with the ruler and what was happening.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Thanks. Oops.
Dang. What a ninja. Okay.
I'll just use it, Patrick said.
Almost like when I did.
Very good.
Want to draw a picture?
Yes, because that can show you a picture.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Is this when we're supposed to be asking these ground sheet questions? Or we ever?
We assumed they were just writing it down in the prediction.
That's a good question. So if so you all should be, I know it's awkward, but you all should be asking us questions. I think someone will. Are you guys asking, are the teachers asking the students questions?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yes, when they're asking questions, if you want to respond to misconceptions, that'd be great.
Are you guys understanding?
In the table. And the plate. And I'm gonna hit it on the table and feel great.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Does anybody else agree over here that you just have to let him take it with that?
Well, Jimmy said that you need an object to make noise. But the wind makes noise and there's no objects involved in that.
No, that's a very interesting idea. We'll have to remember that.
Then what?
We'll be coming back to it during our explore. Does everyone understand?
Okay, Caitlin, I wanna ask you about your question. So if you ask students in the park, if you've ever been asked that question, do you understand? What are you gonna say? Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I understand. Think of another question that you can ask them to get them to articulate their thinking. What would be another question that you could ask anybody at this table?
Maybe.
You may want to actually pick someone specifically.
Yeah. What did you write for prediction? Well, I was gonna, we're gonna.
That's okay. You can still ask. You can still ask when you circulate, because the goal of circulating. What is the goal of circulating?
Alright, so y'all have about 1 more minute.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick timeout.
Okay.
This is good. So Caitlin was asking a great question, which many of us would ask, would be, do you understand? So if you've ever been asked that in class, what do you say? Usually.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we totally understand. But do you actually understand?
No.
Maybe not. And so another way to ask that question is to ask a specific question, like, oh, Ryan, I see your answer. What do you think about blah? And actually, or Ryan, what did you write in your prediction? And so Caitlin said, well, isn't that what we're going to be asking the whole class? So I ask you all, what is the advantage of circulating and talking with students individually about their answers?
Finding out like what one person is thinking and maybe what other students are thinking so then you can address it to the whole class.
Yeah. So he actually may say something that you want to pull out and say to the whole class, or he may have a misunderstanding that's really important for you to. Good. Very good.
Alright, so y'all have about 1 more minute to finish up drawing and writing your predictions.
Go ahead, just keep moving.
Okay.
Okay, so does anybody want to share their predictions? Okay, yes.
I drew my house,
Oh,
and at my house, I can get a plate and hit it on the table and break it and make noise. So my prediction was, I think I can make a ruler. Oh wait, yeah. Another object makes sound by hitting it on the desk because I saw a teacher do it, and because I can do this at my house with a plate on the table.
that makes sense.
So I used my prior knowledge.
John. Jennifer, please.
I think I can make a ruler and other objects make sound by hitting it hard against the desk because I saw the teacher hit the ruler hard.
Okay, does anyone else agree with that?
Does everyone think that you have to hit it hard? Not
No.
another sound?
Yeah, what do you think?
You can hit soft.
It is that.
It'll still make a sound.
Okay.
But I don't hit thunder and I hear it.
And Patrick pointed out when I was going around that you don't always have an object. He said that when there's wind you hear sound, but there's not necessarily an object. Do you guys agree with that? Think so? We're gonna find more out about that. when
Okay, I
we-
want to pause you there again. Sorry. That's a really good question. Why did you raise that to the group?
Because it was like in our question that we had an object, and I thought it was good that you pointed out. He didn't necessarily think there always had to be an object. He just thought, like, I think a lot of kids would think that there's not an object when you hear wind. So I thought that was an important point to know.
That's because that's really the learning goal of this lesson, right? And so she's thinking about that, and she's kind of starting to plant those seeds now in the engage phase. Cool. Good. Are you guys done?
I think done.
How much time is that?
3 minutes left.
Okay, that's good. Good. Good job.